You are not going to believe what I'm going to show you in a second. Well, you probably will, but let's just say I was right again. Think bedpost knife. Okay, sports fans, we're back. Now, it was brought to attention in my Discord, thank you, that we had a new article out with some leaks. Now, the leaks are from the YouTube channel WOT Up, so grain of salt. But, honestly, they get a lot of access, so I believe it. I also believe it because it's crazy. It's crazy, and we're eliminating more storylines that will destroy the story. So of course we're gonna do it. This is Rafe Judkins' Wheel of Time. We don't want to tell the Wheel of Time story at all, right? So let's get into it. Okay. Now, again, I say I was right, but we were right. I think a lot of people also. I'm not. I don't know. I don't remember if I was the first one to spitball that this was going to happen. I think the bigger one is the second person storyline that they're messing up. Because we didn't really even predict that. But here we go. So the article reads, The Wheel of Time Season 3 leak points to major changes in Tenchiko storyline. Is Mogandine going to kill everybody? Because that would be fantastic. No, of course not. It's not going to be that easy. The new report puts out interesting actors on set in Tenchiko, which could have a large ramifications for the overall story. What story? It's definitely not Wheel of Time, because we haven't seen any of that yet, right? So, in the comments right now, what actors that shouldn't be in Tenchiko, what characters that should not be in Tenchiko do you think are in Tenchiko? Don't cheat. Tell me in the comments what you think. While you're at it, subscribe. Become a member. Why not? Come chat with me on my member chats. Who cares? It's New Year, blah, blah, blah. Okay, WT up. We all know about this. Here's the meat of the story right here. Tenchiko. Now I'm going to go over this because I don't understand how you can say this thing and then have the next chunk, okay? Because they are totally contradicting each other. So Tenchiko features in the fourth book of the Wheel of Time, The Shadow Rising, which will form the basis of Season 3. The great lie that we're basing anything off the Wheel of Time, right? But the lie right now is The Shadow Rising. They keep saying we might go back into the Dragon Reborn, we might go forward to Fires of Heaven. It doesn't matter. We're not telling any of it. Are we? During that novel, Elaine Trakand and Nynaeve Alamira head to the city to hunt members of the Black Aja, blah, 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 blah. We all know that. And as we've seen from other articles, they care about book readers because according to one of the Nynaeve interviews, book readers are going to be very, 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 very happy because Mogandine and Nynaeve are going to fight. Now, that would be a first since book readers aren't happy about any of this garbage. I would imagine maybe the fight will be them sitting down and doing, rock, paper, scissors or something. Or maybe she'll throw like a coat hanger at Mogandine and stick her in the eye or something. Or maybe they'll both fall in the water and they can't swim and... Mogandine will drown, but Nynaeve will hit a log in the water and be saved. That sounds like the fight scenes in Wheel of Time. The action, anyways, right? We'll see. I'm sure it's going to be terrible and pathetic and look like a mess. Oh boy. Thanks to comments from that showrunner Rafe Judkins made in last year's Comic-Con, we have already confirmed that Elaine and Nynaeve will be traveling to Tenchiko. Wow. Oh my god, we got a city name right. According to WT Up, both Robin's, I guess that's what, Nynaeve, Elaine have been seen on set alongside Kate Fleetwood, Leandrin. Oh god. More Leandrin. And newcomer, this person... Great. Ispan. Oh, okay. Great. Ispan's been cast. Do I dare click on it? Do I dare click on it? This is Ispan. Well, of course it is. Why not? All of these characters are relevant to Tenchiko. Great. The big surprise from WOT Up Scoop is that there's a few actors who were spotted in Tanchico's set who did not go there in the books. Namely, Matchroom Cawthon. I was right. Thank you. High five to anybody else that was right. Matt is not going to the IEO waste. Hold on, I'm gonna read the rest here before I go off on my rant here, okay? Because holy crap. Tom Maryland is apparently back. So he's not dead, which he should be, according to the show, because he got cornered in a barn by a fade instead of out in the open where he could run away. But fades are stupid in this show, and they get stabbed in the neck by neck stabs kill fades, so, you know, they're easily dispatched. Don't worry. Fades' lives matter too, okay? Not just Trollocs. Fades matter too, okay? And not only is Matt in Tanchico, but Min is in Tanchico. Because Min doesn't have anything important going on in the Shadow Rising. Right, Nerdporeal? Go subscribe to Nerdporeal Lifeform. He goes over all these books with us nerds. They filmed scenes with Elena and Nynaeve, and they filmed scenes for the Tanchico storyline. If this proves accurate, it's a pretty large departure from the novels. Yes, it is a gigantically huge. Where is the accuracy consultant person that's supposed to be telling you when you do this, the effects it's going to have on future storylines? Because that person, I don't remember her name, should be long fired. Because holy crap, all the ramifications of Min and Matt not being where they're supposed to be is astounding. All the things that can't happen. I can't even list all of them, but Here, hold on. So Matt is supposed to travel to the IEO Waste along with Rand. He has a few very important scenes there, especially in the latter half of the book, and in Two Fires of Heaven. By the way, the show has foreshadowed those events already. It has? Did I miss it? Where did we foreshadow any events for? Hello? Where did we foreshadow any events for Matt in the IO Waste? Or Rand in the IO Waste? Where do we foreshadow anything in this show? You have to be kidding me, right? I need a reference, please. A reference, like a screenshot, or it didn't happen. No foreshadowing has happened. We have not foreshadowed any events in the IO Waste for Rand or Matt. So, wrong. Meanwhile, Min spends most of the Shadow Rising at the White Tower, and by the end of the book has become embroiled in some huge events. Spoilers, there's a coup at the White Tower that Min is in the middle of. Tom, however, does go to Tanchico at the behest of Moraine in order to watch over Lane and Nynaeve. There have been some secrets in the past, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So, what are the ramifications of this? Number one, and most, I shouldn't say most important. Number one, rip Julian Sandar. Gone. Eliminated. Kaput. We get no Hurin, we get no Julian. Gone. Thief catchers, we don't like you. Get the hell out of here. Julian, it's Julian. I pronounce everybody's name wrong. You guys all know this by now. So, rip Julian. You weren't a good character at all. Nobody liked you. Get the hell out of here. You suck. This is sarcasm. I love Julian. He's great. Most people love Julian. He's great. Get out of here. We don't want you in here. So that's number one, because now we have Matt and Min in Tanchico. So do we have room for Julian? No. Absolutely freaking not. We don't. Number two. Will Suwon even be deposed? Min's not there. Min's a major part of that whole storyline. Suwon's not even in the White Tower right now. She's off in Carrion on the ground. Maybe her and maybe the power of love and scissoring will bring her back to life, and Moraine and Suwan will go back and fight Elida for the, they'll go back and Elida will be like, I took over while you were gone because I'm Elida. I was on spaceships in another show and I'm commanding presence and I took over the White Tower while you're gone screwing around playing house with Moraine. We all know that you're full of crap and none of that and all that stuff. So yeah, so I took over. So they're just gonna come back and it's gonna be like, oh, okay. So will there be a split in the tower? Tell me in the comments. Do you think the split in the tower is actually gonna happen? I am sort of doubting it. I don't know that it's gonna happen. I think that maybe they're just gonna forego the split in the tower because, well, that's more time to spend on an interesting storyline. Why would we do that? So that's the big one for Min. Min's whole storyline is being eliminated. So Dark Friend Min can now follow Matt around apparently, so they can become a couple. Not Rand. Anybody that doubts that Min and Matt are going to end up together in this isn't paying attention. How is Rand going to end up with Min? That they're not going to have any screen time together. She hasn't mentioned Rand's name once. But yet she's the only person in the world Min is concerned about in this show, this stupid ass show, is Matt. Like, she'll kill everybody, but I'm not gonna hurt Matt. Oh my god. So yeah, so Tom, dead Tom, zombie Tom, does go to Tanchico. Okay, so I want to read so how will the Wheel of Time season 3 change Tanchico? All this begs a pretty big question. How exactly will Season 2 change Tanchico from the books? Completely. Personally, I'm hoping that any time Matt spends there will be early in the season, maybe on the way to the Aiel Waste. What, he's just gonna, he took a left turn at Albuquerque and got lost? Like, got this lovely map of the Wheel of Time Randland right here, okay? So, here is Falme, where all our characters are at. Okay, here is Tanchico. Here is the Aiel Waste. So what you're telling me is Matt is going to go from here via Tanchico to here. Does that sounds great? Yeah. Okay. Why not? You can't make this stuff up, people. Like I mean, come on. Yeah, he's going to go to Tanchico via the. Give me a break. After all, Season 2 ended with our characters in Falme about as far away from the Aiel Waste as you can get. That's a big contrast from the third book. Another big contrast. Which puts them in the fortress of Tyr, that is situated right on the border of the Waste. Logistically, that sounds like a good place to be for the next book going to the Waste. It could be an opportunity for characters like Matt to have a few pit stops on the way and still make it to the Waste in time for the important book scene from The Shadow Rising. Nope. You are dreaming. Matt is not going to the Waste. And there's only 8. How many episodes of this show do you think they're going to have? They got to waste at least 2 episodes on Moraine. We got to get 2 episodes on Leandrin. Suwan's probably going to get a full episode. Nynaeve and Elaine and Tanchico need to take up about 65% of the storyline. Matt has to have sex with a wolf in the 2 rivers so he can have baby wolves. Notice how I said he. Yeah, he's going to have the baby wolves. And Rand needs to go to the Waste and not do anything heroic. So when is Matt going to be making all these pit stops? Not to mention Land's going to be moping somewhere, not being cool at all. He's just going to be moping, talking about how his warder buddies suck. The same can be made for Min, who spends most of the Dragonborn traveling and then most of the Shadow Rising off screen, save for some chapters near the beginning and the end of the book. I don't even want to talk about it. Min should. Oh God. Wheel of Time Up theory is that the show could combine events from Tanchico with a later plot. Oh my god. Why not? Just smash them all together. Why are we even trying to pretend we're telling the story? Yeah, let's just smash Tanchico and Ebu Dar together. Why not? Let's not let everything breathe. The Shan Chan were routed and frickin' they just, They just float on down to Tanchico and take back over on their rafts. Why not? Oh, God. Like, why would you want that? Why would you want Tanchico and Ebudar to be together? Why? Another possibility is that season 3 might pull a couple events from Matt's plotline, and no, they're not going to do that either. This is going in the book. In that book, The Dragon Reborn we're talking about, Matt spends time in prison in the White Tower. No, he does not. You dumb fuck. You can't even... when you're even pretending to know the material, you still can't pretend right. Matt is not imprisoned in the White Tower. Matt is healed, okay? Which takes a lot of effort from many Aes Sedai, okay? What is the rule about healing? The show doesn't know any rules about anything, so I'll let you know if you've just watched the show and need to learn some rules. The rules about healing is it takes more out of the person being healed than the person healing. And healing takes a lot out of a person. So just think about how much it would take out of a person if you had 13 people healing you one single person. Right? So, Matt is not imprisoned. He is recovering from basically major surgery. Get your facts straight. I didn't even talk about Egwene. Egwene's got to do all her bull crap too. However, Elaine, Nynaeve, and Egwene free him so that they can deliver... You're just making this shit up. No! That is not what happens. No! You're absolutely 100... No. 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 They may be keeping an eye on Matt, but it's for his own good. I can't. No, the show's not going to use any elements from any plot line. It's just not going to happen. And we're supposed to still see Camelin in season 3. So where are we going to get the magical travels of Matt and Tanchico then going to the Aiel Waste? Wait, the Wheel of Time is based on 14 book strong series where Robert Jordan Brandon. However, the television show is slated to only run 8 seasons. Can somebody tell me where that came from? It's not going to make it. Nobody is watching this show. Nobody cares about this show. No matter how much they want to try and tell you how big of a hit it is. They're doing this binge it, rewatch thing because nobody watched it the first time. Nobody cares. Amazon has destroyed fantasy for everybody. How do you have the Rings of Power in the Wheel of Time and you can't put together a competent show from two of the most popular series of all time? Now, real quick, what are our implications for Matt? Before we go, Matt not going to the waste. Okay, so we already know Matt has his bedpost and his butter knife, right? So as soon as that showed up, I knew, and I said, they've eliminated his storyline. Then they did the fake mirror thing, where whatever the hell he was imagining killing his mother or whatever the hell it was. I still don't know what the fuck that is. So they did the fake mirror. So that eliminates the whole thing with the mirror going to the Finns. So the Finns are now gone. Matt doesn't go see the Finns. Matt doesn't really get his Ashendari. He uses that bedpost with a knife attached to it. Whoop-de-doo. Fantastic. That's so much better. Matt is also not going to die and live again. He's not going to be hung from the tree. He's also not going to get his Foxhead medallion. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. No Foxhead. It's not happening. Okay? Anybody that wants to see the Foxhead medallion, you might as well give up now. No Foxhead. Not happening. You heard it here first. I guarantee you there will be no Foxhead medallion, just like I don't think there's ever going to be a Calendor. It's not going to happen. If there's a Calendor, well, I'll eat my words. But I don't think it's going to happen. No Calendor. No Foxhead. But also, there's some big events, okay? Some huge things that happen post Roydion, Roydion, however you want to pronounce it, for Matt. Okay? What happens in the Fires of Heaven? I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't read Fires of Heaven. There's a big major battle in store for Matt that pretty much cements him as a great general and leader and fighter, but we don't need Matt to be any of those things, right? And also, it is also the breadcrumbs, the start of something called the Band of the Red Hand. The beginnings of the Band of the Red Hand start in the Aiel Waste. No, Matt does not need the band. All Matt needs to do is become an accessory for Nynaeve and for Elaine and probably for Min and eventually Egwene and probably Moraine and everything. He's just an accessory. Okay? Instead of being a main character, a Taviran like Rand and Perrin, who are not either in the show, who knows, the show doesn't even know what a Taviran is. Everybody's a Taviran. Instead of being important, he is now going to be an accessory for Nynaeve and Elaine. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm right? Do you guys think any of this stuff is going to happen? Do you think Matt is going to go to the Waste via Tanchico? Do you think we're going to end up in the Stone of Tyr with Rand getting Kalimdor? I don't think any of this is going to happen. I think it's going to be 60% Nynaeve in Elaine and Tanchico, 35% frickin' Egwene learning to be a Dreamwalker, and then we'll mix the boys in there somewhere. I just picked those numbers off the top of my head. Well, thank you for watching. We're probably going to stream about this here too. There's so much to talk about, and I'd love to get all your guys' opinions. And so stay tuned for that. Lots more coming on the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Maybe become a member. We got to get those subscriber numbers up. Tell a friend to subscribe. Why not? Thank you for watching if you made it this far. And until next time, all hail the Lord Dragon. Have a great day.